What? What's going on?
What's happening?
What are you
Where
doing?
am I? What's my name?
Yep. There it is. And here we are, once again, stir crazy, because I don't want to go stir crazy, but it's too late. See, I don't know. I'm a loner anyway, and all that, you know, so this really shouldn't bother me. But each and every day that goes on, it tends to bother me. Like today, I'm about to hit up my mom and dad and ask them, may I please come mow your yard this week? It's relaxing. I enjoy doing it, but I mean, I'm looking for things to do. So we're here, and here with us this time, once again, both of these guys, not together yet, but both of them have been on here. We got Josh the Merc Raynor. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I just put my kid down for bed, so it's smooth sailing for the rest of the night.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. And also joining us, we got Shawn. Did you put your kid down?
Yes, I put my kid down. My kid being the live stream I was watching. I said goodbye to the people there, and I came over here.
Sweet.
We appreciate that.
yeah. I was about to say, we appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yep. I know. I made a big sacrifice. I was watching people play Kingdom Hearts, and I left. And listen, there's not much.
You laughed, you cried.
I laughed, I cried, but I left at the end to be with you guys. And that is, I think, the biggest sacrifice in the history of our country.
All right. I concur.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't quite go that far, but it is a pretty damn big sacrifice.
Yeah,
dude.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think I could think of at least a couple things that were bigger sacrifices than that. In fact, I can right now. And this one just happened a couple weeks ago. In fact, Shawn, you've heard me talk about this. I had to sacrifice my pizza standards, and I had to get a cheese-only pizza.
I'm sorry.
I couldn't get any with meat on it, and it sucked, and I could have not gone without, or I could have lowered my fucking standards and gotten just the plain cheese pizza, which is what I did.
So
Okay,
why
I
made a sacrifice.
I need to know this story. Why couldn't you get meat on your pizza?
Because I went to the store and fucking Hoarders and shit. Like, there was no bread, there was no toilet paper or paper towels, and the fucking frozen pizza was sold out except for one brand, one style of crust, and it was all fucking cheese.
Ah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I was pissed, dude. I mean, just fucking enraged.
Should have hit up the salad aisle, see if they got some bacon bits. Sprinkle that shit
Never
on
thought about that. I did buy some pepperoni, though, but it just still wasn't the same. You know what I mean, dude? It just wasn't the same.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I just ordered a pizza this week. I didn't fucking make any. I just like, fuck that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did that the other night. It was Domino's, and I'm not a big Domino's fan at all, but the fact of the matter is they have a drive-up window, and it literally takes me like 50 seconds. 50 seconds, and I'm frickin' there, and I'm back home. So,
do you guys have fast track gas stations out by you guys?
Fast track gas stations. What are those?
Yeah, it's called Fast Track. That's the name of the
okay.
It's like a convenience store gas station.
No.
Well, the ones out here, they make like some of the best fucking pizza. I swear, it's crazy how good their pizza is. It's ridiculous. You wouldn't think coming from like a fucking gas station, but it's real good. So that's where I get my pizza from. And they had all the toppings. And it's $10 for a large, unlimited toppings.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it is.
So here, I'll ask you, what's the best pizza place near you guys? We're talking about pizza.
For me, it definitely has to be a place called Marion's. Okay. It's a local little place here in the Dayton, Ohio area. There are probably at least 4, maybe 5 locations. But it's just fucking amazingly good. Yeah, I can't describe it, dude, but it's a really cool place too. They got an arcade in there. They got fucking bunches of beers and shit on tap. Big dining area. Their pizza's just fucking, dude, their shit's so good that when I get it, I only get sausage on it. And I never only get just sausage. I'm not a big sausage fan unless there's at least pepperoni on it too. This place, I don't even get pepperoni on it. I just get the sausage. But they've got walls at every location. They've got a fucking wall that's just filled of framed pictures of old famous movie stars and musicians and shit from the industry, autographed from people who had been in there and eaten at their restaurants and shit. So it's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
And it's just really good fucking pizza, dude. So good. Ask for the crisper crust, and they'll bake it a little bit longer and shit. Get that crust really nice and crispy. Oh, so good.
Nice. For me, like I said, I like the Fast Track, but there is a place right near me. It's called Mama Maria's New York Pizzeria, and it's fucking delicious. It's like legit New York style pizza, and it is real good. It's a bit pricier than the $10 gas station pizza that I like, but it's still damn good.
Hell yeah.
What
about you, Shawn? What do you got going over there?
So it depends on what I'm feeling, right? Because I'm a pizza guy. I like pizza.
Me too. I'm from the Buffalo area, so like pizza and wings, that's a thing. Yeah.
Okay. I've always liked pizza. So we have, like, if I'm looking for something quick, and I don't really want to go and like make a big deal about it, I like I like Litos and like for the big chain ones that are order or delivery or whatever. I like Litos. But there's a place close to me, and then there's a place a little bit farther from me. The place close to me is called Blaze Pizza, and it's fast fire pizza. And they've got a whole, like, you make the pizza, they make it in front of you, and then they make it real quick, and you choose all the toppings. And I like that place. But there's a place, if I go a little bit farther, there's a place called, I want to say Pieology. And they're, like, it's crazy the toppings they have. They have, like, anything you could think of as a topping, they have there that you could put
alligator
on pizza. Maybe not that. Maybe I just lied. But, like,
Fake.
but like, broccoli. I've never heard of broccoli on pizza, but they've got broccoli there that they'll put on the pizza, or corn, like crazy shit like that.
Do they make pasta pizzas?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Oh my gosh, I'm about to fucking puke.
Baked ziti pizza is a fucking bomb. Mm-hmm.
Next you're gonna be like, yeah, mashed potato pizza, that's where it's at, and then I'm really gonna fucking get sick.
I've never had that, but I feel like it would just be like what's that fucking thing called? Shepherd's pie. I feel like it would just be like a shepherd's pie pizza.
It's so gross.
I mean, I'm Irish, so I'd probably eat like roasted potatoes on a pizza.
So are you telling me that you've never like had a bowl of pasta and thrown it on like a buttered piece of bread and ate it?
Oh, I've done that. Wade,
what about you?
I'm sorry, what was the question again? I was thinking about how gross mashed potato pizza is.
I said, are you telling me that you've never had a bowl of pasta and just like thrown some on like a buttered piece of bread or like a piece of garlic toast or something and ate it?
No, I've never put pasta on toast and eaten it.
Well, that's just that. I think that's a you thing. Then I'm just saying.
Sometimes I'll get Italian for lunch, and I'll get spaghetti or something. And they always, when you order spaghetti, they always give you a couple pieces of garlic bread.
Yes.
With it. And I always eat the bread with the pizza. Or not the pizza, the
pasta.
Yeah. My mind's getting
So yeah, right there.
I know, I'm getting so fucking hungry, man.
the pasta pizza, same principle.
Yeah.
And it's damn delicious.
I don't know, dude, that just does not sound good. Pasta pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man.
You should try it.
I don't know, man. I've never even heard of that shit. I don't even know if there's. I'm gonna have to Google it later on and see if there's anywhere around me that has it. But
or a bacon mac and cheese calzone with hot sauce in it. Oh,
bacon mac and cheese calzone.
Yeah, with hot sauce. Gotta have the hot sauce. So good.
Someone tried to get me to eat some fucking barbecue chicken pizza, and I took a bite knowing I shouldn't have. But, dude, chicken has no fucking place being on a pizza.
I disagree, but you know what? To each of their own. I love myself a chicken bacon ranch pizza. It's delicious.
I thought that for the longest time, Wade, until I had a barbecue chicken pizza. I'm not going to lie, it was real good.
Chicken parm pizza, chicken finger pizza.
Maybe I just had a bad one. I don't know. Like from a bad place or something. I don't know.
There's something about the barbecue sauce on the pizza. On the chicken, something about it just hits different.
Yeah,
as the kids say.
I've tried to make when I do my ground beef for spaghetti and shit. I've tried to make the ground beef into barbecue beef but I can never taste it, man. I mean, it has to be the pasta sauce drowns out the flavor or something. But I've tried it so many times, but I can't get the taste of barbecue.
Yeah, I think if you have a red sauce base, it's just gonna drown it out.
Yeah, I tried, man. I thought it might be good, actually. You know, I was like, man, I got to try this out. Now, maybe if I
do like a garlic butter base, that might work.
Yeah, that, or if I didn't mix the ground beef with the sauce, you know what I mean?
Just like drizzle it?
Because I usually mix the beef in with the sauce, simmer it, and then put in the noodles and stir it all together. But even if I just say, put the spaghetti and the sauce together, mix it all together, scoop that out, and then put the ground beef on top of that, and then just get my ground beef with each bite of my spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? I could try that. That never hit me till now.
Yeah, you never know. It could work. How do you guys cook your ground beef?
On a skillet?
Yeah.
On the stove?
Okay. Do you cook ground beef, Shawn? Or are you too
Not
young
really.
for that?
Not really. I mean, I'll do it, but not really.
So wait,
I'm just lazy. I like to either do something simple or I'll go get food. I don't care. I'm
the same way, and I'm 40, so I don't think age has much to do with that.
So wait, have you always used the skillet?
Yeah, that's the only way I know how. I mean, that's the only way I've ever seen my mom do it. So that's the only way I know how.
I was taught by my single father, who was not a great cook in any way, shape, or form. Loved the guy, but he was not a very good cook. And the way I was originally taught, and did this until I was probably 24, was boiled my ground beef.
Oh, wow, really?
What?
Yep.
That sounds nasty. Is it any good?
I mean, it loses all the flavor, but at the time, I had no palate at all. So
Right.
my chicken, I didn't season things, nothing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so but yes, it takes all the flavor out of it. It takes all of it. But he did it to take the fat out so that it was healthier.
Okay.
That was why he did it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I've never met anybody else who's ever done it that way. And everybody
Dude, I
looks at me
fucking
like a
burned
fucking
bacon
weirdo.
yesterday.
Yeah.
I've burned bacon.
Yeah.
But I don't cook it like in a pan. I bake my bacon like on a sheet tray in the oven, and it's delicious. Yeah.
Okay, tell me how to do this, please.
Okay, so you take a cookie sheet, line it with tin foil, put your strips on it. I set my depending on if it's a thick cut bacon or if it's a thin cut bacon, I change the temperature a little bit. But if it's thick cut, I do it at 400. I start it at about 10 minutes, get out, flip it, and do it for another 10. And then you kind of just judge it, based on if it's done enough for you.
Oh, I'm gonna try, dude. I'm gonna try that shit tonight, man.
There you go.
And like you can make a whole pack of bacon in one shot.
Right.
You don't have to sit there and do like 4 or 5 strips at a time in a pan and fucking have it burn your arms up by fucking spraying bacon grease all over the place.
Yeah.
Wonder what would happen if you just put your bacon in a deep fryer.
Oh, it would cook.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically the same thing, except you're using the grease from the bacon when you do it on the stove in a skillet.
Yeah.
Or a frying pan, rather. I don't use a skillet. Skillets are more cast iron, but
it probably cooks faster too.
Yeah.
I would think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
dude, I wonder about breaded bacon in a deep fryer. I wonder what that would be like.
Do like a tempura batter. Just fucking dip that shit in there. Drop it right in. Pow. Yeah.
You don't know, Shawn? That don't sound good to you?
I don't know.
This is what you do. You take 2 Oreos, okay? You wrap it in a piece of bacon. You bread it, you fry it. You're done.
Wait, are you being serious right now? Or are you just fucking with me?
Have you never had that before?
I've never fucking had that. Are you being for real?
Yes, I'm being for real. And you use pancake batter to bread it. They make it at the fairs out here.
What?
Yeah.
Oreo with bacon?
Yeah, buddy.
And deep fried?
Yeah, buddy.
Dude, motherfucker. That sounds better than pizza rolls deep fried, which I've wanted for years. I've wanted to try that.
I've never thought of that. Holy shit.
You can do it, but you got to be really, really super careful because if they boil over and explode, that sauce in that grease, it gets real shitty and nasty and fuck your shit up.
I bet.
But I've always wanted to try it. How does that sound to you, Shawn? Deep fried pizza rolls? Like not breading them in anything, just dropping them in the deep fryer as is.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of deep frying stuff to begin with, to be honest.
Look at Mr. Healthy over here.
Well, I was about to say, are you okay, dude?
It's not that it's Mr. Healthy. I just feel like I've seen so many nasty deep fried things that like the entire process of it has been ruined for me. I don't know. I just feel like the whole craze of like deep fry everything has just ruined it like as a concept.
Bacon wrapped Oreos, you know.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like I've never even had them and I can tell you that is the grossest thing I've ever heard of. But it's ruined the entire process of that for me.
Hey man, I still love me a nice deep fried chicken wing.
And God, I almost said you guys are making me hungry, but truth is, I'm making me hungry too. It's my fault too.
The other way I like to cook those is in an air fryer.
I'm not big on the air fryer, man. Shit just don't taste very good to me. I don't think in the air fryer.
I make chicken wings in my air fryer, and oh my god, they come out so good, so good, and it's way healthier at that point. But crispy, like you can taste the skin. Oh, it's so good.
And
probably depends on your air fryer too. Because
I guess bigger. There's only one I've ever dealt with, so I don't know.
Mine's bigger. It's more like an oven. It's not giant like that, but it's like almost like a tabletop oven.
Dude, I was just on fucking Amazon earlier looking at dual basket fryers.
Nice.
Yeah, so I could like motherfucking do my chicken in one and my fucking my fresh cut potatoes in the other, dude, and just fucking rock that shit out.
Yeah, I had a small deep fryer for a while, but it became because I have a tiny apartment, so it became such a hassle to deal with. I like stopped using it, and that's why I wound up getting the air fryer because it's just easier to deal with.
Yeah. Dude, this all reminds me, Shawn. Whatever happened to that deep fryer that we used? That we used to put in that Carnival Ringmaster's body when we cut it up a couple years ago.
Wait,
remember
Jesus.
that old ass deep fryer? You said it was a family heirloom or something, and you didn't want to use it. But
we can't fucking wait. Come on, man. What are you doing?
What?
This is evidence.
Oh shit!
Josh knows now.
That Hey, remember when we stole that scarecrow?
Hang on, hey, Josh, just real quick.
Halloween costume shop.
No reason. I'm just wondering, like, for podcast related reasons. Where is it again? And what's the easiest way to get you?
to find the podcast?
No, to get to you.
To get to me?
Yeah.
Is he trying to figure out where you live so he can kill you in your sleep?
I live out in Maryland somewhere.
Look, I wouldn't have to do this if Wade had it on his mouth.
In Odenton, Maryland?
Odenton, Maryland.
Odenton. Oh, man, you guys are fucking
and if you're wondering why that was such a specific name, I actually know people who live out there.
Oh. I'm not gonna lie. This is how well I know my area. I was like, is Odenton, Maryland a real place? I think it is. It sounds familiar.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh, man, that's all right. There's towns that are within a 30-minute drive of where I live that I've driven through in the last couple of years, and I never knew they existed.
Yeah, I've had that happen too.
Yep.
Yeah. So what else have you guys been up to?
I slept until 6:30 tonight.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Would you say you slept with Bigfoot the other night?
No.
I mean, yeah.
Holy shit! I mean, it sounds kinky and all, but in my mind, as long as I imagine it's Chewbacca, I'd be okay.
Yo, do the carpets match the drapes?
I slept until 6:30 today. I woke up at like noon. And I was like, oh, all right. Hang on. I woke up at noon and I was like, all right, time to get up. And then I thought, why? And I couldn't come up with a good reason. So I went back to sleep. And then every couple hours it went, all right, now it's time to get up. And then I thought, why? And I was like, I still don't have a good reason to get up.
That's a compelling argument.
Yeah.
It really is.
Which is why, like, I see people that, obviously people wish that they weren't working because it's terrifying being out there right now and coming into contact with other people. But to be honest, I really wish I was working because I feel like I'm fucking up my schedule so bad during this. It's going to be terrible. Like, I have been up until 3 or 4 in the morning almost every night, like for the last week.
I would be in bed right now. I'm serious. Well, wait, what is tonight? Monday? Yeah, I would be in bed right now. No shit.
Fair enough.
Yep. And I have the same trouble Shawn does. That's why I've been sleeping till 10 or 11 a.m.
Wow. Yeah, I wish I could do that. Though I'm usually up till 3 a.m. I'm also then up at like 7 or 8.
Yeah. Why are you up so late, man? Go to bed, dude.
I don't sleep very much. It's probably from the years of working third shift and then only sleeping 2 to 4 hours a day. So I have a hard time going to sleep early. So
right, that's all right, man. I used to have big time sleeping trouble too, man. Fuck it.
Yeah. So I just try to get stuff done, clean the house at fucking 2 a.m. Shit like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just sit at my desk listening to music at 2 a.m. thinking I should do something creative, and then I never do. Well, that's not true. I did have a very long conversation last night with one of my players about their next character in Dungeons and Dragons. So that's
God. I need to play some D&D. I miss it so much.
Yeah, I think we're gonna run something. I've got something prepared. It's just about figuring out who in here wants to actually do it. Which I think it's you, Mike, David, and Sarah.
Sarah,
yeah.
Which I think
is Sarah's doing something. I want to do it too.
Okay.
What is it?
Dungeons and Dragons.
What the fuck is that? I'll do it. What is it? I know what it is. I just know absolutely nothing about it.
I'm pretty sure me and Shawn are the only ones that actually know anything about it.
And I'm pretty sure Josh and I only know how to play different versions of the game.
Probably.
Because I know 5th edition, and that's it.
Yeah, and I know 3 and 3.5, a little bit of 2. That's where I started. And I haven't played 5. And fuck 4th edition. That's all I'm saying.
I think you asked me, because we were talking about character stuff very briefly. I think you asked me about alignment, and I was like, well, when you got that, I had to talk to my friend, because I just told you, I was like, I'm not going to be doing anything with alignment, because I was like, what the fuck does alignment do? And I talked to my friend, and he's like, nothing in 5th edition. Alignment is completely
that's a bummer.
It's completely
like my old DM, we would do like full evil campaigns. So everybody's alignment had to be on the one of the 3 evil alignments. So like you do some weird crazy fucking shit during that. Or you have to be a good or a neutral alignment in some of them.
We had
fucking try
you would
get their fucking dick into the vagina and can
what
never.
The fuck?
I'm sorry, dude. Every time you guys say alignment, all I can think about is like the struggles that so many men have when they're trying to get their penis into the vagina, and how many times so the chick got to reach down there, grab the schlong, and do it herself, And it's just it looks so deceiving. It's just it feels okay. I'm not going to get in depth, although I could, but I'm not. It seemed visually, it seems like you would want to aim higher than you actually do. That's all I'm going to say.
It's like Luke Skywalker in episode 4.
Yep.
It's only a 2-meter hole.
And the chick's hand is Obi-Wan Kenobi. The Force guiding it
Reaching out from the Force, yep.
So I'm not sure, Wade, if we're going to have a spot for you in Dungeons and Dragons, but we'll see. Oh, man, Wade should play a bard. And just try to sleep with everybody.
Nah, Wade would rock a freaking barbarian,
Yeah, I think Mike wants to play in a half orc or barbarian.
Cool. That'll be interesting. I'm interested to see his personality take on that kind of a character.
Yes.
For all I gotta hear is dungeons, and I'm like, fucking yeah, dude. You know, nipple clamps, fucking little spanking cat whips and shit, and blindfolds and gag balls and fucking on like Donkey Kong motherfuckers. Yeah.
At least the way that I run it, it's not that kind of game. I'm sure you could find other people that run it like that, but.
Well, I've played
clothespin on each nipple, and then one on each side of each nipple, and then one on the. So you got north, south, east, and west, and one directly in the center. Then you. Never mind. I'm not going to disclose all of my secrets.
Like you're fucking. A wizard never reveals.
I was about to venture down south, but I was like, nah, I'll just hold off on that.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
A wizard never reveals his secrets.
Yeah.
But for real though, now I'm kind of interested. Like, you're talking about barbarians and all this kind of stuff. Like, what are the characters and how does this work? This Dungeons and Dragons thing.
There's so much. It's really a lot. So you pretty much you choose a race and you choose a class, and that is the most simple way I can explain it.
Daytona 500.
Yes, there's a bunch of different races. There's like
elves,
half elves, orcs.
Dude, think Lord of the Rings. I mean, realistically, think Lord of the Rings.
Well, you said orcs, and I was like, oh, okay, what's going on here?
So orcs, you could play humans, an orc.
Dwarves, they're all in there.
I almost like
5th edition has Dragonborn, which is what I'm
run.
I'm so pumped for that because that used to be a specialty class.
In the campaign, I'm about to run. Well, I say I'm about to run. I don't know when I'm going to run it, but when I do it with my friends, the world I've come up with because I'm creating my own setting for this one, obviously using a lot of the stuff from Dungeons and Dragons, but like I wanted to make it a little more weird. So there is like the Arakoa, which are a race of bird people, are like major players in my world, and the Triton, which are like underwater people. So
my favorite bird people are the Tengu.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
My favorite bird people are the cockatoos.
Okay.
The cockatoos.
I mean, it's not your best work, but it was decent.
It was okay.
It was literally like I'm trying to think of any other fucking bird that has to do with sex, but I cannot think of one right now.
I think you tried.
Oh, I should have said cock or two. The cock or two.
Cock or two.
Anyway, sorry.
The only other thing I've really been doing besides planning Dungeons and Dragons has been I'm just waiting for the Final Fantasy VII remake to come out, and that comes out on Friday at midnight. So,
ooh, fancy!
I know. I'm just waiting.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, what is the Final Fantasy? Like, we talking like, MMF, MFF,
It's a
by three-way cuckold.
It's a very popular series of video games. And Final Fantasy VII is considered to be like the best of them. And they remade it. Well, they remade part of it. It's only part one of the remake, but it comes out. It comes out
so
on
much
Friday.
Dirty shit going through my fucking head right now.
Yeah, I know you do. I know, Wade. We know.
Yep.
You don't have to say it. We know.
We knew what we were getting into.
Yeah. But yeah, besides that, the one other thing that I want to bring up, because it doesn't matter, but I'm happy about it, and I posted about this into the grid, is that we hit 1,000 total plays.
Excellent.
The other day, I just looked today, we're at 1,034. So I don't check very often, but I'd been checking because I knew we were coming close to it. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I've done in the last couple of weeks since the last time I was on. Thank you.
Hell yeah. And actually I've just been handed a paper. We got some breaking news, guys. We got a flash report coming in.
It's not just California. It's the whole world is going to shit.
Well, guys, it ain't letting up, man. 2 weeks in a row now, Kuzak has told us that the world's gone to shit. It's not just California. The entire fucking world has gone to shit.
Entire fucking world.
Entire fucking
Man.
world.
Yep.
The world
Yep.
may have gone to shit, but at least we still had WrestleMania.
How was
That's
WrestleMania?
WrestleMania was actually pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 2 nights. Some crazy shit happened, and I did. Me and my brother did our first podcast for it earlier today. We recorded it, so keep
Awesome.
an eye out for that.
Sure. What's the name of it?
It's Off the Ropes.
Oh
Off
yeah.
the ropes.
Yeah, I've heard about the Boneyard match, so I saved it in my YouTube queue so I can watch it later on.
Nice.
I heard it was fucking really good.
It was really cool. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was unique and different, and that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
I think you would. I don't know how much you know about wrestling, but there's they did one. It was called a Firefly Funhouse match, and it's fucking weird as shit. But I think you'd dig it, just because of weird shit. I think you would dig it.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out too.
That was the John Cena match.
Oh, that's the one that's been so controversial.
Yeah,
A lot of people think it was complete dog shit.
I dug the fuck out of it.
I feel like
That's cool.
I feel like I saw everybody on Twitter being like, "This was awesome." I feel like Roka tweeted about it.
Oh, I did too. I saw people on Twitter saying it was awesome, and then this morning I heard a bunch of people on Twitter. Last night they were saying it was awesome. This morning I saw people saying, but then again, who fucking Twitter?
Yeah.
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 But still,
I've heard a lot of people talking bullshit like that too after the fact. Like I've seen people who were talking good about it last night and then came back this morning and changed their mind all of a sudden for some weird fucking reason because they want to fucking be lemmings.
They want to agree with the people that are bitching.
Yes,
they want to be like, yes, I didn't like it either.
I must be a sheep.
Yeah.
But I actually did have something I was going to bring up, something I was thinking about earlier, because I'm just bored as fuck, so I'm trying to think of things to occupy myself around my apartment, right? And then we were just talking about sex a minute ago, and that made me kind of think about a friend of mine in high school used to masturbate with her Barbie legs, the legs on her Barbie doll. I don't know why that popped into my head, but it kind of is. It kind of has to do with toys, which is why I'm about to bring this up. When I was a kid, I love it, dude. You guys, I know what you're sitting there going, dude, he is fucking fucked up.
No.
What does sex have to do with Barbie doll legs? Fucking what? No, but for real though, no, don't. I'm just me. When I was a kid,
I love that. I'm just me. Yeah.
I'm just me, dude. When I was a kid, I had a shitload of the little plastic army men. You know what I mean? And I would take these things, right? And you had like the dark green ones and the light green ones. And I would separate them, and I would go to opposite ends of the room, and I would set shit up, like I would stack stuff, books or whatever, toys, and then I'd lay a blanket over it like it's mountains and stuff, and I'd set all the guys up in all these positions, right? One on each side, like they're facing each other. Then I would leave myself room behind them, and I would get this big box of rubber bands, and I would start on one side, and I would shoot, like, say 50 or whatever it is, 20, whatever. I would shoot 20 rubber bands, we'll say, over to one side, trying to hit the soldiers and pick them off. Then I would go to the other side and do the same thing with it, and I would just keep going back and forth until one side won and there was no one left standing. That was something I used to do as a kid, and to be honest, I could see myself having a blast doing that shit now. I just don't have the army men or the rubber bands. But that just got me thinking about things as kid, like how we would occupy our minds and how we would play with our toys and just like play battles and shit like that, man. I don't know. I was just thinking about that earlier. I thought it was pretty cool shit. Kind of wish I had some of those old toys again. I would fuck yeah, I'd do that if I had army men and rubber bands.
I mean, they still sell army men.
Yeah, but I'm broke.
I mean, at the dollar store. I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, but they're the same kind. They're like cheaper quality. They're not the same as the original. Like well, maybe not original. This was in the 80s and early 90s, so the originals were probably earlier than that. But it just ain't the same.
You want some Toy Story style?
Yeah. I guess I've never seen Toy Story, but yeah, sure.
Motherfucker.
God, wait, every time
You guys know that.
I know, but it still hurts every time you say it.
Every time.
In a similar vein, kind of, to what you're saying, Wade, once, when I was really little, there was a huge snowstorm here in Maryland. Like, to the point where, I was young, so I was short, but, like, the snow was up to, like, my shoulders, right? And my dad and my grandfather dug their way out of the house, and it ended up looking like the like on Hoth,
Yeah.
like the trenches on Hoth during Empire.
Were you upside down? Was there a giant creature about to eat you?
But every single Star Wars action figure came out of the house, and the Battle of Hoth happened.
Nice. Did you have to cut open a random animal and climb inside?
Maybe.
Is that what happened to your family dog?
I can't disclose that information.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
What the fuck is this?
What, you guys never pretended that it was... Oh, actually. You guys never pretended it was Hoth outside?
Oh, yeah, I did all the time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm just busting your balls,
Well,
Yeah.
I don't...
do you have older brothers, Shawn?
No, I have an older sister. I have an older
Well, you
sister and a
fucking
younger
needed older brothers to bust your fucking balls, dude.
That's what my...
And kick your ass sometimes, throw your head into a wall, spit on you, fucking slap you, or even better, take your hand. My brother used to do this to me. Take my hand and hit myself in the fucking face with my own hand while saying, stop hitting yourself.
Yeah.
Stop hitting yourself.
Well, that's a classic. My older sister dropped a drawer, like the, not the whole drawer, but just where the handles were. You know what I'm talking about?
So like the front of the drawer?
Yeah, like the front of the drawer. Yeah,
Right,
you know me. I'm not good at words. Dropped it on my toe and broke my toenail off.
So she just like ripped the front of the drawer off?
Well, she was opening it and it fell on my foot. And broke my yeah. Well, I didn't. Like,
it doesn't sound like she did that on purpose, though.
Well, no, but I still hate her. I'm kidding.
You guys ever heard of what my brother also used to do to me? The if your hand is as big as your face, you have cancer.
Oh, God.
And then I'd put my hand on my face, and then he'd hit my fucking hand, and it'd bash my hand into my nose. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Yeah, no older brothers, but older sister and younger sister, and
So did they dress you up like a pretty little princess?
Well, no, my older sister didn't dress me up like a pretty little princess, but
the younger one did.
The younger one just made me want to fucking shoot myself. I
hope she's listening.
Yeah, I hope not. She's like 13, something like that. But the older one, like, I played with Barbies for a long time because of it.
I was about to ask if she ever made you play with Barbies.
Yeah. No,
and
it wasn't like made me. It was just I had an older sister and she played with Barbies, and I was like, well, nobody else wants to do anything, so. And I played with action figures. I was like, it's close enough.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of G.I. Joe and Star Wars action figures. I think I might have told this story before, but my dad, when I was like 1, was driving home and he passed by a yard sale, and they just had a box of Star Wars action figures that were unopened, and it was just $1 for each action figure.
Wow.
And he just bought the entire thing. And so before I even watched the movies, I was playing with Star Wars action figures.
Nice.
And he'd be like, no, we're not going to open them. And I'd be like, I want to fucking play with action figures. And he's like,
Now, Shawn, you like the original trilogy, right?
yeah, I love the original trilogy.
All right, because I know Return is both of our favorite Star Wars movies. I remember that much.
My second favorite, behind Last Jedi, but it's my favorite of the originals.
Fucking gosh!
Yeah, we know this, Wade. You know that my favorite's Last Jedi.
Okay, right on, dude. Maybe I just forgot. Anyway, Have you? But you've only ever seen the specialized, like remastered and shit editions,
I
haven't
thought
you?
about this. I think so. I had a VHS box set. I think that was the specialized editions already. I had a VHS box set of the 3 movies, and I believe that they were already the specialized versions. I can't honestly remember if they were or not. I think they were, but I know that they each came, like, at the beginning of every movie, there was like an interview with George Lucas. He would.
Oh yeah, that's the newer version. That's when he started doing the new bullshit.
Yeah, but I had the special editions, but I feel like I've always been aware that things changed. Like, I always knew that Han shot first. Like, I think it's just.
Have you ever seen it? Did you ever look it up online?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've looked up like those videos of all the changes. I've seen all the changes.
Okay.
Right.
But yeah, the first versions of the movies that I watched, and I watched the originals before I saw the prequels. But
That's good.
yeah, I watched, but I had VHS copies, and they were the special edition.
I still have my Laserdisc copies of the original theatrical versions.
Nice.
I wish I still had my.
I just don't have a Laserdisc player to watch them on.
Damn.
I wish I still had the VHS copies. I don't have anything to play them on, but it's just for like nostalgia purposes.
I mean, I have my VHS of the special editions, but
I wish.
Me too.
That.
I know, but
I also have my DVD copies of the special editions and my Blu-ray of the special editions as well. So
I just got the Blu-ray set that they released.
Yeah,
the Skywalker Saga one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I got it when it was like split into. So they had like, I don't know I think they called like the light side and the dark side, where it was the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy, and they're in their own box sets. Yeah.
I've owned the Star Wars movies so many times. Yeah. Just, you get them in every fucking version that they come out. But
yeah, but
the 4K.
Dude, there's nothing like the original theatrical version, though.
I remember watching the original versions on TV with my dad. This is years before the special editions were even. Because that was 97 when the special editions came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So I mean,
he fucking ruined the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, so I watched them first in like 91. I was like 6 or 7 when I first watched them. And it was on TV, and it was the original versions. So that I'm glad I was able to see those versions first.
I feel like I don't have a huge hatred for the special editions because but like I understand the whole thing, and I empathize with the disdain that people have for them. But the biggest moment that I remember of watching the original trilogy, and I feel like this scene was not in the VHS copy that I had, but it was added later on, and it was for Return of the Jedi. I was watching Return of the Jedi, and they're in Jabba's palace, and that fucking alien sings that song.
I think that was in the like the second run of special edition.
Yes,
like he did a second. Yeah, like,
I think it was when it came to DVD.
Splicing in of shit. I don't know why he decided to go back in, but he did.
Because he's a fucking douchebag, dude. That's why. I'm starting to get so fucking pissed just listening to you guys talk about this stupid shit. The fucking stupid alien. He ruined the Sarlacc pit. The fucking. It's
what
just
about the
fucking.
Sarlacc pit?
Okay. Yes, Han shot first. If whatever. Technically, no. Technically, Greedo never even shot. But he just he's such a douchebag. Damn it, it makes me mad. But that's all right. It's just a movie.
Yeah, the Sarlacc pit, he added extra tentacles and a beak mouth thing.
Oh. Okay.
Well, every time I see that Sarlacc pit scene, it reminds me of fucking Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Hey, Seymour.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love the Sarlacc pits. I like it, and I like the moments of it, but as a whole, I don't love that part of the movie. I mean,
it's because he ruined it with the stupid creature and shit. There was mystery as a child. It was so mysterious and shit.
But also, I think I feel like after the fact, it frustrates me because I'm not a Boba Fett fan. I know people are. Wade. But I feel like whenever somebody's like, Boba Fett was the coolest fucking character, I'm like, did you watch Return of the Jedi?
He was only
Boba
cool.
Fett?
He was
Boba
really,
Fett where? Like,
really only cool in the what's now called Legends stuff.
yeah,
Like his stuff in the movies, if you actually just watch it, just as
he's a
that,
little bitch.
without any other stuff. Yeah, he's not
And
really
even
all that
before the
great.
prequels,
in the
he was a
movies.
little bitch. Like,
Yeah.
it's not the prequels didn't ruin Boba Fett. He's just he's boring in Return of the Jedi, and I'm fine with that. But
They made him awesome in the the
Yeah.
books and stuff. But
Yeah,
outside
yeah.
of that,
Yeah, but like, and even I don't know. I don't want to turn this into a Star Wars podcast. Wade and I have talked about that in the past, but we've talked about a Star Wars podcast. But I guess I feel like there's this reverence for the older books that I feel like a lot of them were hit or miss, and
Yeah.
also,
oh yeah,
I feel like people forget that Lucas was like people like Lucas would have done it right if he'd done the sequel. Like, he would have done the books. Lucas hated the fucking books. Lucas didn't give a shit about the books. He was like, you write your books, and if I ever do 7, 8, and 9, fuck your books. I'm gonna do what I want. You know? He's like, Thrawn is cool, but if I do 7, 8, and 9, fuck Thrawn. And people are like, he would have done Thrawn, and he would have done Jaina and Jason, and fucking no, he wouldn't have. He wouldn't have done what he wanted to do because that was George Lucas.
Yeah.
Like, that is the person that, well, not who he was, who he still is, thankfully. But that is the kind of person that George Lucas is. He didn't give a shit about the books. I don't know. I feel like the Star Wars fandom is just weird.
I don't give a shit about any books. Reading is a fucking waste of time. I tell you what, boy. Fucking wait! It's a waste of fucking the trees that it kills to print the fucking shit on. It's a waste of whatever is used to make the ink. It's a fucking waste of time. Man, fucking reading. Dude, people are weird about books and like reading books and shit.
I love reading. I'll tell you this. I plug it every chance that and I'm going to continue to plug it until I'm literally on my deathbed. My last words are going to be
plug it, sex, plug it, anal plug.
Lost Stars.
Sorry, go ahead.
Lost Stars, which is one of the new Star Wars books. I will be plugging for that book until
yes, you will.
the day I die. But I think it's seriously, in my opinion, just the best of the books. I feel like it redoes the original trilogy, but from a different point of view and in a very emotional way. I love that book. Also, Dooku Jedi Lost. You guys should listen to that because that's not reading, Wade. That's listening to a audio drama, and I feel like you would kind of dig Dooku Jedi Lost.
I heard nothing past plug.
Is it like a podcast kind of thing?
Not really. Well, it's like an audio drama. Like,
I know, but is it on like?
Oh no,
feeds?
You have to buy it. You have to get it through. I got it through Audible because I've got an Audible subscription. But
does Audible come with Amazon Prime?
No, it's a separate thing.
Okay, because I think it's owned by them, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Okay,
but it's worth it. Like, I think if you're a fan of, especially if you want to get into the Star Wars books. I always say that if you want to get into the Star Wars books, but you hate to actually read, the audiobooks are fantastic because they're like mini productions. They have all of the music from the movies. They've got all the sound effects. If somebody turns on a lightsaber in an audiobook, until that lightsaber is turned off, you hear a in the background over the reading, and they'll play music during really emotional parts. It is like a production. Now,
cool.
Dooku Jedi Lost goes beyond that, and literally it's voice acted. Like, it is literally a audio drama. But even the regular audiobooks, if you want to get into the Star Wars books, that's a great way to do it. If you don't like to read, yeah, I'll shut up about Star Wars.
There you go.
How do we know Chewie's a dude? I mean, he don't have a dick or balls.
Dude, do we know that for sure?
Probably does have a dick or balls.
I've never seen a dick or balls, and he's not wearing anything as far as to cover down there.
Yeah,
so
he's got a lot of fur down there. Could be hidden.
But if we're trying to be kid friendly, then even if you can't see it because it's covered with fur, wouldn't you still want to give him some sort of covering? All the other alien species have covering down there. Half of them probably ain't even got fucking genitalia, but we know Chewie does because he's a walking dog. Dogs have penises and vaginas.
Fair enough.
I'm glad you brought this up, Wade.
And Chewie has a kid.
Chewie does have a kid. Well,
yeah, so where's his dick and balls?
Yeah, and they made that canon.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's in one of the, he's in, yeah.
I find it impossible to believe that Chewie has such a tiny fucking dick that we cannot see it. I'm sorry, I find that impossible to believe.
Why don't you contact Lucasfilm and ask them where is Chewie's dick?
Maybe it's like that fish dude from Shape of Water. It just opens up and then it comes out.
Do you want to know? It is Wade. He probably does. I guess I don't know if I want this question answered.
He's like Brody from fucking Mallrats. He's got to know about the thing's rock penis.
No, I'm not interested in that.
Orange rock penis.
I'd like a good Fantastic Four movie. Just
with orange rock penis?
I mean, if they want to include that, I'm not against it.
All right. Wade, would that get you to watch it?
No.
No?
I mean, like, I like the color green, so maybe a green penis would.
So maybe like
work.
a R-rated Hulk movie, yeah.
Yeah, like a Hulk porn. Hulk and Black Widow. No, I'm not even going there. I can hear the fucking SJW masses now. I'm not even going there.
I don't think it needs to be a porn
Hulk
movie,
smash!
Maybe he just like gets out of the shower and you see from behind.
Don't we see his? Isn't his butt in Ragnarok?
His butt, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. I just got a thought. Okay, Endgame Hulk, where he's half. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's part Banner and part Hulk.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that suck if in that process his penis stayed as Banner-size penis?
That would suck.
For real, that would blow, dude.
Though, actually, it may be more beneficial, because if his dick gets giant, who the fuck's he gonna smash? I'm just saying.
That is true, too. But still, it would look weird more than anything, I think.
Why don't you ask Taika? I'm sure Taika would be willing to answer that.
Yeah,
I might tweet, dude. I might actually fucking tweet out and ask him that.
I feel like he would answer that question.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get Hulk. I'd like I off the rails a little bit, but I'd like to see Hulk back in Love and Thunder. I liked Taika's spin on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we can finally get the answer of what Hulk's penis looks like. I'm sure Taika would be willing to answer that for us.
I hope so. Dude, I'm for real gonna fucking tweet out at him and ask him about this when we're done. For real. I want to fucking know.
Because he has to save it for Love and Thunder.
How bad would that suck?
That's the love part of Love and Thunder is Hulk.
He's like, you'll just have to wait and see, winky face.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah.
What if he
tweets back with like 17 eggplant emojis?
Now, what if before Endgame time period, one time he was or maybe more than once, who knows, he was transitioning out of Hulk into Banner, and his dick was the only thing that didn't shrink back down to Banner size. So he's Banner with the Hulk's fucking dick, dude.
I don't know if he could move.
I know, dude, but wouldn't that be fucking awesome to see how that would work out? I want to see how that works out.
I don't.
He'd legit be a tripod.
Yeah, for real. He would fall forward and then be laying there.
I don't know if I say I want to see that, but
you just don't want to admit it. That's all.
Well.
Busted, dude.
Not really. But
your morbid curiosity has you kind of
if it's hesitating. I feel like if it's Taika, he'd do it in a really funny way.
Oh, he would.
You know what I mean? And I feel
where it's just like the towel just comes up and it's like 3 feet.
I feel like Taika
or it's Banner and he's holding the towel with his erect Hulk penis, and it's just this towel that's like extending way out, like a beach towel.
Yep.
Oh man, that's great.
That's exactly, I think, how he would do it. Yep.
I still think that they should have done a what was it? The name that was floating around out there for Thor and Guardians or Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was clever as fuck. That would have been a cool name.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh well.
Yeah, shit. And hey, you never know. It might.
Yeah, maybe
they still will. Yeah. You never
Aren't they going to be in it?
Who?
Aren't the Guardians going to be in Thor? Or is Thor going to be in the Guardians?
But I mean, it just still sounds cool.
I thought Thor was going to be in Guardians.
One of them is going to be in the other. They said that already. I think it was.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think Thor is going to be in Guardians.
Yeah, Vin Diesel said that while promoting Bloodshot.
Well, then that should be called Asgardians of the Galaxy,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
Come on, guys, that shit's awesome.
I mean,
And then
yeah,
the porn parody would be Ask Guardians of the Galaxy.
Fucking know it, dude. Ass Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yup.
That's a real porn, actually.
Really?
I didn't know it was until I went to Canada on a little vacation, and a friend's brother had it just sitting out.
There's a porn just called Pirates, so don't get confused. Just saying.
Oh, no, this one was Ass Pirates of the Caribbean. It was a Pirates of the Caribbean, like, parody.
Nice.
Then there was also, back when I was a teenager, there was Edward Penis Hands and The Hunt for Pink October. Yep. I remember The Hunt for Pink October very well. That got many plays in my VCR up in my bedroom.
Arizona Jones and the Temple of Poon.
Hey, I like that. That's a nice name.
Now, that was a real one.
That's awesome. I dig it. Oh, yeah. What about you, Shawn? What's your favorite porn name, even if you got to make one up?
Well, right now I'm looking at a Disney Plus press release about their programming coming up. So yeah,
I don't know where this is going.
Now I feel extremely kind of dirty.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just
Porn
refusing. I'm
to
refusing
kids and Disney and kids movies. No,
I'm
dude,
refusing
terrible
to
segue,
answer your
Shawn.
question by instead saying that this French Disney Plus press release puts Obi-Wan coming out in 2022.
Dude, every time something new comes out about that shit, I get more and more discouraged.
Oh yeah, me too. Hey, David Chow's still directing. That's the only reason I'm still excited.
Yeah.
To be frank.
Yeah.
I know that for a lot of people, it's like,
Fair enough.
Ewan McGregor's going to be back, but Ewan McGregor was also there for Ewan McGregor was also there for the prequels. And yeah, he's the best part of those, but I don't want an Obi-Wan show that's the same quality as the prequels.
Wait a minute. You don't like Jar Jar Binks?
I don't hate him.
Shawn.
I don't hate him.
Dude. Shawn, dude. Gosh, help me out here, man.
I like Jar Jar. He's cool. He's fine.
Dude, what? Did you just say Jar Jar's cool?
He's fine.
Dude, you are weird, man. Jar Jar's the worst.
I mean, I don't
mean,
think he's a great character, but like,
I go back and I watch
I don't
that
hate him.
movie, and those scenes are some of the worst parts of that movie.
yeah, definitely.
It's just him being ridiculous and over the top stupid. It's like, if you cut that chunk out, just this scene would be great.
I
You
don't
just make
disagree.
him not act stupid. He can be in the movie, just don't act stupid. And then
I
he's
don't.
fine.
I don't disagree, but I think with the Jar Jar stuff, I'm like, yeah, I got it. Like I feel like we've been having this conversation for 20 years, and it's like, yeah, all right.
Steps and poop.
Oh, well, pardon me. So, I'm sorry, Josh. I'm sorry, man. You and I should not have talked about Jar Jar
no,
Binks on
you
Shawn's
can.
fucking show.
No,
Holy shit.
you can. I don't give a shit, but
I'm just kidding, dude.
I
I
don't-
don't care.
I don't feel like I need to spend the time ragging on him because like everybody already understands. Like, yeah, Jar Jar sucks. Like, we all know that Jar Jar is not a great character and he's not funny. And
No.
he's one of the parts of the prequels that somebody should have told George no on. But at the same time, I don't care. I don't care about Jar Jar. I don't care about him enough to bitch about him, you know?
Dude, when that came out, this chick came back from out west, and the chick I went to school with came back from out west, and she had a dog with her, and she named the dog Misa. And I'm like, Misa? And she goes, yeah, that really cute character from Star Wars. And I'm like, I'm sitting there, and I know what's going on, and I'm just like sitting there, I'm like, Misa? And she goes, yeah, the that character with the floppy ears or whatever. And I'm like, dude, his name's Jar Jar Binks. He's saying Misa as in me, like I am Misa Jar Jar Binks. And she was just like, oh, and like you could tell I completely deflated her balloon, dude. It was awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
Lisa going home.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not gonna lie. There are some great lines from Jar Jar Binks. Lisa going home being one of them.
Yeah, I wish they would show him. Well, he's already died, I think. Somehow, I want to see his body
I don't
in
think
a live action movie. I want to see his dead fucking body.
I think that would be a bit much. First of all, second of all, I don't think he's dead. I think he's still alive.
Fucking fuck him.
I don't think. Well, I mean, he might be dead at this point, but they've never shown his death in something. They have shown that he was still alive at one point. They showed him on Naboo as a clown. But yeah.
Isn't there a shot in Force Awakens of a Gungan skeleton or some shit?
They thought about doing that.
Okay, I thought I remembered reading something about that.
Yeah, JJ talked about doing it, but he never actually did it.
You can tell JJ has a hate boner for the prequels.
Yeah,
you can tell.
Yep, I have a hate boner for The Last Jedi and fucking Rise of Skywalker.
I'm aware.
Both of them are complete shit.
I don't know if
I guess I'm the only one here who actually enjoyed Rise of Skywalker. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. I didn't.
Well, no, I don't think.
I literally just bought it the other day.
I also bought it, but that's because I've got.
That's because you are a glutton for
yeah,
punishment.
Yeah,
you're a masochist.
Well, I'm glad that people like The Rise of Skywalker because I'd rather people liked it than they didn't.
My lock screen on my phone is Rise of Skywalker.
Well, so is mine, but
some pretty sweet imagery in that movie.
Mine is my lock screen is the cover from the art book where it's Rey is standing on the edge of a lake kind of, and Kylo is in the water and they're lightsaber dueling. It's a weird cover. It's cool. And then my actual home screen is, I don't know if you remember, but back sometime in 2019, JJ released that picture from the last day of filming of Daisy, Oscar, and John hugging on the Pisana set. And that's my home screen, is the three of them.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I like the characters. I don't like the movie, but I like the characters. I like the actors. And I'm glad it happened, Yeah, mine is, hang on, I'll send mine.
Fucking Rise of Skywalker.
I'm glad that the movies happened, but I was not a fan of the last. Yeah, that one's mine. You can't really see them very well.
Right on. No, I see it. Cool. Oh, yeah. Mine is of a demon and an angel naked, intertwined, and it's they're intertwined, but it's a profile view, so then, at a distance, kind of, it looks like one being with an angel wing on one side and a demon wing on the other. It's pretty sweet.
That's actually pretty cool. I thought that was going to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
No. But we're actually gonna go now because
I'm sorry.
One, I'm just gonna be honest, man. I was having a good time until Shawn started to praise the shitty Star Wars movies and talk about Jar Jar Binks and all that shit.
Wade and I
got uninterested.
This is the reason that Wade and I could never do a Star Wars podcast, because it would be me trying to stay positive, and eventually I'd snap. And it would Wade would
see. This is why we should do one.
Wade would goad me. He'd be Palpatine, and I'd be Anakin. And I'd be like, but there's some cool stuff about the Rise of Skywalker and yada yada. And he'd be like, but Ben Solo died. And I'm like, you're right, he did die. The Jedi are evil. It would be bad.
I would probably listen to that though. I'm just saying.
I've told Shawn whenever he's ready, I'm down, man. I think it'd be fun.
I want to do one as well, but I don't know if I'm ready to do a Star Wars. I don't know.
You're gonna do a Star Wars one the way that you guys are doing the Harry Potter one, where you just do all the movies.
That'd be fun. I want to do commentary tracks for the Star Wars movies over on Into the Grid.
That'd be cool.
I don't know when we're gonna do that, but I want to do that. Grid tracks.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to do a Star Wars podcast, but I don't know if I'm mentally ready to do so, because I don't want to just bitch for.
I feel you, man.
So
I feel you.
We're in a content drought with the comics not coming out, so I don't really have much new stuff to talk about. I don't know. It's something I've been thinking about. Anyways, I'll shut up now, Wade, so Wade can wrap this up.
No, that's all right, man. Well, why don't you said a little bit about go into the grid. It's just into the grid. But go ahead, plug your social media, anything you got, man. Where can anybody listening find you at, Shawn, if they want to?
All right, well, you guys can find me on Twitter at Shawn_AFK. You guys can also check me out on the Merc with the Movie Blog podcast feed. I am on Through the Portkey, a show where we watch Harry Potter movies and we talk about them one movie an episode. You guys can also catch me on Beyond the Screen, which is the show where we just talk about, with Mike and Sarah, we talk about whatever, movies, TV shows, video games, comics, books, whatever. You guys can also catch me on Into the Grid, which is a podcast I do with Mike, where we watch and recap an episode of Power Rangers every week. That is at Go Into the Grid on Twitter.
Oh yeah. And Josh the Merc Raynor, where can the folks find you at, man?
You can find me on Twitter at JP Raynor. That's JPRAYNOR. And of course on Merc with the Movie Blog at Movie Blog Merc. Check out the site. I'm going to be hopefully posting some reviews up there shortly. You can also check out my other Twitter page. It's at Off the Ropes JJ, where I'll be putting up the first episode of the relaunch of this new show, but it'll also be on this network as well. So keep an eye out for that.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Sounds good, man. And y'all can find me at JWade1134. That's the letter J, WADE 1134. Find me there on the Twitter by that handle. Check out YouTube channel. That's where this show's at. So if you happen to stumble across it and you're not sure what the channel's called, it's called JCN. Well, it's called JCast Network, but I just call it JCN for short. But anyway, I'll be posting a couple shows of this episode on there, just trying to kill time so I don't go stir crazy, which is already fucking happened. But you guys also can find me on SEN Afterlive on the Merc with the Movie Blog feed. On there doing an after show for SEN Live. So you guys be safe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back here in a couple days for a pretty fun episode I got lined up. So be safe, everybody. Later.
Sweet. Later.
Bye.
You want to hear something funny? The mic wasn't on that whole time.
No way.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, wow.
So smooth.